What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with another throne deck, another roaming throne deck. And you know, if you know me well enough and you've been following the channel for a little while, this will come as no surprise to you. I am a huge lover of tribal decks, so of course I'm going to be trying it in every freaking tribe under the sun, and I have the evidence to prove it. I've been on a little bit of a brewing spree. Dragon Throne, Wolf Throne, Human Throne. It's in this deck as well. It's in this deck as well. And now, of course, Pirate Throne. We're going to be jamming some Izzet Pirates tonight, but I think, you know, if this is any proof that over the next couple of weeks, we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of the roaming thrones in BrewLab brews. But for tonight, guys, Pirates. Izzet Pirates. And I've seen lots of versions of this deck going around. It's actually a lot better than I initially thought it would be. And what I think is ridiculous is that there's some version of this deck that people are not playing the roaming throne is. Because so far, this is one of the ones that has the most, like, just the most ridiculous amount of, like, triggers. It's phenomenal in this deck. So, Roaming Throne, if you haven't seen this card yet, and first time tuning into the BrewLab, well, first of all, welcome. It's a 4-mana War 2. It's a 4/4 golem, but when when it enters the battlefield, you get to choose a creature type, and then it becomes the chosen type in addition to its other types. But then, if a triggered ability of another creature you control of the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional time. So, you know, like, the possibilities are endless. But Pirates, I mean, this is a list that has virtually only new cards, have so many, like, ETB / attack / whatever triggers that I think you guys are gonna go crazy once you see the combo finish that I've been able to put. Oh, I think we need to get rid of this Restless Spire. Yeah. Sorry, like, I just remembered now that in testing that was really bugging me. Anyway, where was I? So, synergies with the Roaming Throne and lots of new cards. New card number 1, Spyglass Siren. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, like, if anybody had any doubts about this card during spoiler season. I mean, any sort of 1-mana thing that puts 2 pieces of cardboard on the battlefield creates 2, you know, that puts 2 permanents, is going to be good. The Voldaren Epicure is a perfect example of that. So this one even has flying. It makes an artifact token, which is very relevant in the deck. You'll see more in a second. And it's the relevant creature type, it being a pirate. So we've gone for a full playset of the Spyglass Siren. And you'll see that this, you know, even though it doesn't seem like the type of deck, we often end up winning with a fairly nice air force. When you include the Kitesail Larcenist and Malcolm over here, that often becomes our win con by just attacking in the air with our flyers that get bigger and bigger throughout the game. We're going to be growing all of these creatures with the Cosmium Raider over here, kind of the linchpin of the whole deck. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on a target pirate you control. Can you guys start to see? I mean, even from the first 2 pirates I've just touched on, already we've got an enter the battlefield trigger as well as another enter the battlefield trigger. Those are going to get doubled with the Roaming Throne, which is also an artifact itself. Just throwing that out there, which is, of course, going to trigger the Cosmium Raider. So, amazing. Imagine playing a 1-mana like creature that makes 2 map tokens instead of 1. And then when those map tokens enter the battlefield, each one triggers the Cosmium Raider twice. So, you, like, just off of 1 mana investment, you've now grown your whole freaking board. It goes wild. And if you've got multiple copies of the throne in play, the amount of triggers just off of 1, like, attack step, or just playing 1 Spyglass Siren like that, are just wow. But anyway, more on that. Key component of the combo finish is going to be the Diamond Pickaxe. We've got similar cards to this in the format. I'm thinking even something like Sticky Fingers, I think it was called. Anyway, the point is, whenever this creature attacks, it creates a treasure token. I just think this one's particularly better because it is also an artifact itself, and it's indestructible. And the equip cost isn't too bad. Usually I try to just get this out of my hand on turn 1. It's a nice like 1 drop when you've got nothing better going on, if you don't have a Spyglass Siren. And then you just leave it there sitting until the moment that you're ready to pop off with your combo. And usually at that point you have way more mana lying about. You can just quickly equip it onto whatever and go bonkers. Then onto the 2-drop slot. I'm not going to touch on the old cards. We all know what Voltage Surge does. We all know what Negate does. We all know what Witchstalker Frenzy does. So I'm only going to talk about the new ones. Malcolm, the Alluring Scoundrel. 2 mana, 2/1 Flash Flyer. That's a Siren Pirate. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you put a chorus counter on it. Then you draw and discard, which is nice for filtering in the early game. And then once he gets 4 or more chorus counters, you may cast the discarded card without paying its mana cost, which is pretty nice. So again, as you can see, it's a triggered ability. Whenever combat damage to a player, if we have Roaming Throne down, you're going to be getting double chorus counters because you get double, you get double card draw, double discard, double chorus. It just gets to the point where you're just free casting spells a lot sooner. And, the fact that it can grow a little bit bigger than just a 2/1 off of a Captain of the Storm is pretty nice. So, yeah. Ends up, like I mentioned earlier, being an important part of our aerial attack force and a little bit of card advantage engine. Then we've got the Staunch Crewmate. This has actually been a lot better than I thought. I mean, it's an uncommon. It just keeps the whole deck humming along. It's our advantage engine. It also helps us find our combo pieces. So just for 2 mana, you get a nice little chump blocker. But then you get to look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal an artifact or a pirate. So everything in the deck is, even the Roaming Throne is an artifact. And the rest of our combo pieces are pirates. So if we can't quite find our captain, they removed our first copy, we're digging for our other ones. Or, we need to find a Kitesail Larcenist to remove something. Or whatever the case might be. Like Staunch Crewmate is really nice. It just replaces itself immediately. And, also gives you a little bit of filtering. We've touched upon the captain. So onto the 3-drop slot. Kitesail Larcenist is a ridiculous card. Think about it. Just look at it a little bit sideways. It's essentially a Brutal Cathar in blue. That's just like better in every way because it's 3 mana for a 2/3, not for a 2/2, and it's got flying and it's got Ward 1. And when it enters the battlefield, so another enter the battlefield trigger. Oh, again, I didn't mention that with the Staunch Crewmate. Like if you have a Roaming Throne down, you top deck a Crewmate late game. It's never a bad card because then you just play it and you get 2 triggers and draw 2 cards. It's amazing. But with the Kitesail Larcenist, thrown into a top deck Larcenist in the mid game or something is just wow. Get rid of 2 of the opponent's creatures, so good. They're not gotten rid of forever because if they kill the Larcenist, it comes back. But that's very much the same way as you would a Brutal Cathar, except this one's got 3 toughness and Ward 1. Important to note, when the opponent cast a spell on the Larcenist, the ward is a triggered ability, that is on a pirate. So the ward doubles, and if you have multiple Roaming Thrones down, I've caught the opponent out so many times. No one catches that one. Like the ward goes on a stack, like you get like it doubles the ward trigger as well, which is amazing. So yeah, I mean, this just ends up being another part of our aerial fighting team, as I mentioned a few times now, but it's also a removal, and yeah. What else? Oh yeah, I mean, sometimes you can choose like a creature that you have lying around that you're not so interested in using, like maybe a crappy Staunch Crewmate that's, not really going to be attacking or whatever. Then you can target your own things and make them into treasure artifacts. If you kind of need that, a pseudo ramp or whatever, you can use straight away, a useless creature becomes a treasure. That's pretty cool. Then, on to the final piece of the puzzle, guys. This really completes everything. Then, once I'm done describing the deck, I'm just quickly going to line out the combo finish. So, Breeches here, first strike 3/3. I like this type of thing because they didn't give it haste, but the trigger happens whenever a pirate you control. So it doesn't have, usually you play it on 3 and one of your other pirates attacks. And you get the trigger anyway. And of course, with the Roaming Throne, It's an attack trigger. You're going to be getting double triggers. However, you can only choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn, so whatever. But regardless, you'll always get all three pretty much every time you attack. Even if you don't have Roaming Throne, it's so easy because it's for every pirate. So maybe your Spyglass Siren and the Captain of the Storm attack once you played your Breeches, and you'll get 2 triggers at the minimum on turn 3 most of the time. And you create a treasure token. Target creature can't block this turn. That is amazing. And then exile the top card of your library and play this turn. So all amazing. But the real one I'm interested here is in the treasure token, right? So what is the combo? I don't even know if you can really call it a combo. Like maybe you could call it like hyper synergy. But if you set up your turn properly and you have like a couple of pirates in play, you have a diamond pickaxe equipped on one of your flyers, and you have Captain of the Storm, Breeches, and Roaming Throne in play. I know it's a lot to ask, but it's really not that hard because it's just such an easy curve. 1, 2, 3, we've got 4 of, 4 of, 4 of. It just almost always happens. And then you attack. You just attack. When you attack, you get a treasure token. I've just mentioned this earlier. The treasure token enters the battlefield. It triggers the captain. But not only that, when you attack, you're going to be getting double treasures. You won't just get one. You'll get 2 treasures because it's an attacking trigger that's on a pirate you control. So the Roaming Throne doubles the treasure production from the pickaxe. They enter the battlefield. They trigger this the Cosmium Rider. The Cosmium Rider gets double triggers for each artifact that entered the battlefield. So that's 4 triggers just off of that. And imagine if you have more than one Roaming Throne in play. That's what I was saying earlier about the like, it just goes bonkers. Like you have so many triggers on the stack. It's fantastic. But even just with one Roaming Throne in play, that's already 4 triggers. Then, that'll trigger your Breeches because you're attacking. And now you like get to make another treasure token. But guys, it's ridiculous. It just goes treasures. You get so many triggers. You put all of the +1/+1 counters on your biggest flyer. Boom. Anyway, my win rates will speak for themselves. I'll show you guys some of that at the end of the video, but I think this deck tech has gone on too long. I know, I'm sorry. Lots of new cards. Had to explain them. Of course, we're playing Cavern of Souls, and that's as much as I need to say about the mana base. Let's jump into some games. See how it holds up on this late season Mythic ladder. Uh-oh. My headset's batteries just died. All right. Oh, I've been prepping some jank for the next episode of Serious Jank. I wonder if you can guess just from the... I have to thank David, if you're watching this, on one of my loyal subscribers for a long time. I got the idea from you. He was like, what if we copy the blood letter? I was like, challenge accepted. I've changed my avatar. I like this cat guy. He looks pretty cool. It's not amazing, but I mean, we've got literally none of our combo pieces in hand, but we've got the crewmate on 2, which will help us find something, and we got like Kitesail Larcenist is bonkers, so I'm tempted to keep this, and we got a turn 1 play to respond to something from the opponent. All right. Green is easy. Green, I'm happy, very happy. Gotta be Malcolm. I don't like that we have to reveal that card, but it's fine. Rontodon. Oh no. But here we go. I mean, already we're starting. I don't know if to like flash in Malcolm and... Okay, so it looks like to be like big green dino ramp type shenanigans. Will it be Breeches? Flash in Malcolm, hold up Voltage Surge? Or will it be Kitesail Larcenist right now? Get rid of the Brontodon and start attacking? Oh, this is such a hard choice. I think I'm gonna flash in Malcolm. I think that's the more, like, cost. And I might even not block this Brontodon if he swings. But it does seem to be green, just only green. I was still daring to see, like, dreading to see one green source there. There's a big, like, 5-mana reach creature in green and in dragons. I can't remember the name of it. It's pretty rubbish card. You got some, like, flyer removal. I mean, I can kill it now with the Voltage Surge. They fight each other. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll kill your Brontodon. Might have like a cameo safekeeping type of effect, but good on you, mate. I mean, who cares? And if it's another tail swipe, I'm happy that you wasted another spell to save a Brontodon. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Burnt one of those out of your hand for good. Now we're getting in with top deck city. That's great. We can hold this for next turn. Let's get Breeches going. And swing, make a treasure. And actually, yeah, let's swing, make a treasure, and use said treasure to cast the Cosmium Raider. No way. You got another one? Unbelievable. Of course he did. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Conan is burning through all of this removal pretty rapidly. Nice. Love this card. Got a deck that's essentially revolves around it completely. Oh, no way. I can deal with the dude's thing with my Larcenist. Can you believe it? Becomes... Probably should have kept that Otawara. Opponent is in top deck mode. So now we just need to, like, survive. Yeah, it's definitely like some sort of mono green. Hello, Staunchy boy. Please find me a throne. Or our artifact equipment thing that makes treasures, please. Okay, well, I'll take a Breeches. Surely that's good. And now we swing with our everything. Now we'll just go with the 1-2 punch. Treasure. Can't block. On the freeboot, on the Larcenist. Got to keep applying the air pressure, right? And now you can see the combo forming. We just need to find our throne, and even just without the equipment, we pop off. Yeah, good game. Let's see if he finds something scary off the top, but Game 1 goes to Pirates. Easy mode. I mean, okay, the opponent was definitely not playing any sort of top tier meta deck, but I've also got just a mono green Stompy Dinos in the cards. Stay tuned. It's really not a bad choice, honestly. If you're going to play green, I would just go Dino Tribal. There's some good ones. The river heralds are nomadic bands of merfolks that live in harmony with the natural world. The Maskter. The Maxter. We need mana. But any hand that has like a Malcolm, turn 2, you know, flash it in, whatever. And we've got a throne, so I'm just gonna believe in the heart. Okay. Opponent must have mulliganed into crap. I'll take it. Not the most riveting of content, I know, but as you guys know, I really do not edit ever anything. I just take like the raw recording and I just like attach my intro and outro and upload it as it is. So you're never going to get like a cherry picked, you know, my best matches of the night to really show off the deck. If I lose, I lose. I mean, if I record a video where I go on like a 5-lose streak, then I'll just delete the deck. Go on to the next one. You know, I want to show you decks that can win, but I'm not trying to like bait you into thinking that all the decks I make are breaking the meta. And some of the guys, I think honestly, there's that guy called MTG Original Decks. I love him. He's hilarious. But I think, ooh, that is a nice hand. I think that's scary. Not control. I think he's the one guy that's like just like having fun with it. He doesn't actually mean it. They're just he knows, he realizes how clickbaity it is. Oh, okay. Soldiers I'm not worried about. Hello. Now we wait. Trin? Cool. I'll block. Okay, so this is clearly the sort of, what's his name, Harbin version of the deck. The opponent doesn't attack. That's weird. So do we kill Talia or the Valiant Veteran? But I think first off we attack with Malcolm. Yeah, and then we can use, I think we need a hold up Voltage Surge for a BrewLab, honestly. So let's just flood the board. Yes. Thank you. And then just play Roaming Throne next turn, which ends up being a really good blocker, actually, against some of these more aggro little creature decks. Okay, no Brutal Cathar yet. We block Talia if she attacks now with like the crewmate over our flyers, that's for sure. Can triple block the veteran. It's a big hit though. 7 damage. I don't like it. I don't like it. However, we can double drop here and like play a Larcenist and then we can make one of our maps into a treasure and cast Voltage Surge and kill Talia. I think that's a pretty good idea for now. And nah, I think let's get Roaming Throne down. Okay. Survive one more turn. And then next turn we can Larcenist, and it's gonna... I mean, now we're gonna get double Malcolm triggers. Oof. Decisions. Okay, next turn we're gonna get to play free cards off of Malcolm, which is cool. And we can double Larcenist. Yeah, okay, here we go. So he still doesn't have 5 guys, so they're not gonna gain flying. I think we just block Veteran. One of the veterans with our roaming throne. Okay, guys, are you ready? Watch this. Which one did I pick the first time? Okay. Sorry, no, I need the 2 for the equip. I was hoping to cast Breeches there too, but that's kind of a nice backup. And we might get a free Breeches off of Malcolm here. Double triggers. Now the things we're discarding, we're just playing. So a free Breeches. Free Cosmium Raider. Okay, guys, please let the opponent not concede now. Because next turn is going to be amazing. Let me do my combo. Please, opponent. Please. Also, I really hope he kind of targets the Larcenist with his BrewTech Thought. Okay, we win. That's game. We finally got to see it. You ready? I don't have to put where to put this. Yeah, let's leave it on you. Put everything on the flyers, right? That's 1 treasure. Second treasure, double triggers. Boom, boom. Throw a card. Make another treasure. Boom, boom. Boom. Good luck, mate. You can block my captain. No. Server. Don't do this to me. We're back. Okay, I think this has been happening a lot, guys. I don't know what's going on, but I think that's a win. It was lethal. I did my math, so whatever. I'll take it. And we got to see the combo, the hyper synergistic finish that the deck is capable of. Sure, the opponent bricked a little bit there, but that was, I mean, Soldiers is one of the top tier decks, and I think we gave them a very good run for their money. And we got to see pretty much all of the double triggers that we can obtain with the deck, except for doubling an ETB Siren trigger, the little 1-mana Spyglass Siren one. And we didn't get to see the double ward thing. Okay, this is my worst opponent, of course. So sick and tired of people playing the same crap every day. This freaking deck, man. So damn boring, mono red. We need to find red. We need to find it soon. Here comes the rage thing. Oh, kinda. Woohoo! Okay. He needs another lightning strike. Oh, we're looking a lot better than we were last time, because now we're going to follow up with Roaming Throne on 4, which is obviously amazing. And I think I'm even like thinking about okay, we can block. He's not attacking, of course. Shivan is not cool. Are we going to be able to survive until like we are able to pull off a double Larcenist next turn? I think so. So let's go pirate. Done. Aha. And we can swing. And make a treasure and use a said treasure to kill the Devastator. So that's actually not too bad. Or pretty much anything that he plays next turn, because Mono Red doesn't have any like impressive 4-drops. Okay. So we block. We don't even need to kill our map token here. We survived the turn. Now you are screwed. I think I'm gonna keep all my stuff. Nice. Bye-bye, Mono Red. Get freaking stuffed, my friend. Oh, I love beating them these days. It's like I'm also very happy that Wizards didn't really print anything good for that deck in the new set, so at least it like just chills out a little bit, because it feels like the last couple of sets that, you know, the whole Godric Monstrous Rage upgrade to that deck, it just really made it a hell of a lot better than it was before, and it was already good before. I mean, it's the second deck in the meta in best of 3, guys, in Mythic, if you filter. Like, no, that's not competitive. It's still just like ladder play, but it's the second most played and highest win rate best of 3 deck right now is Mono Red in, you know, on Untapped. So EGA. Yes. Pickaxe into Malcolm. Sucks to have double pickaxe, but you know, it's not that bad. Hello. Boop, boop. Oh. Okay, it could be Big Red. He hasn't played anything in 2 turns. I doubt this Malcolm survives. Worth a try. This seems to be not Mono Red. Like, not classic Big Red type stuff. I think this is just some sort of... I don't know what, but... Whatevs. Nice. Be mana efficient, play them both out. I'm not too worried about anything, honestly. Here comes Roaming Throne. Okay, that's pretty frustrating. I think we can survive against a Forge. Yes! I'm going to play you first and hope you survive, mate. Of course, I'm going to put all my any +1/+1 counters for now directly onto the captain. That should help it survive one more turn. And then we're good. Then we should be good. Please don't kill my captain, matey. Although we have 4 in there. Bit of a risk jamming it out before playing my throne. Maybe I could have gone throne first. Opponent. Andra. Fine.
Without the sun,
Absolutely fine. I'm not blocking nothing. You can come at me with these forge. Nah, I knew it. Nah, you bugger. Absolute freaking bugger. Of course he had to. Oh well, that's fine. We'll find another one. I took a risk there. I should have probably gone with the throne first, but what else? We'll survive. I hope. Okay. I mean, hell yeah. God, I love this Larcenist so much.
hey, listen, jerk. Move it.
Bye-bye, Forge. And now we might get to see the double ward trigger thing. Unfortunately, it keeps its oil counters. So if he does get rid of our Larcenist, at least we got him to waste the spell, right?
Aw, you're looking a little singed.
Oonn, I think he's got Nahiri's thingy. If he goes Nahiri's on the throne... Told ya! That's fine. That we don't get the double triggers off of it. That sucks, man. That sucks. Let's get rid of this thing, and then we just hold up plentiful removal for the opponent's creatures. I think I just lost myself the game by playing those in the wrong order. Let's hope we find like our little Staunch Crewmate to get some card advantage here. Okay, this only does 1 damage to me, or, you know, one of my creatures, so that's okay. I had a feeling it was some kind of battles deck when I saw the volcanic thingy. Okay, I think I'm going to hold up Freebooter as potentially a blocker here. I'm going to swing and then re-equip the thingy onto Larcenist to give it a little bit extra booty, and then we can flash in Malcolm. Koth! Why, hello there! Now, do you minus or do you plus? That is the real question here. Because if you minus, you have to... Okay.
Until then, we fight. We will retake this land from Mirrex.
I think we're going to just go straight ahead and do 4 damage to it with the Voltage Surge and sack a treasure. And then... What? Why wasn't I able to flash my guy in? Excuse me, game. Did I press past turn? I don't believe I did.
I'm tougher than you.
Yeah, well, we got rid of it regardless, but I really wanted to flash in that Scoundrel. I don't know what happened there. Maybe I misclicked the past turn button. Okay, so some sort of like big red walkers deck.
Fighting everything with fire. burns
Assuming he's gonna
all your
plus here.
bridges.
Yeah.
Oh, the experience will do you good.
More removal. No? Yay! Top deck city! God, I love it. This deck is so much fun, guys. I highly recommend it. Okay, so we're gonna go face with Malcolm and go at the Jaya with the rest. And we get all 3 triggers from our Breeches. Treasure. Block. Not that I could have. Everything is in the air. Treasure, treasure. Oh, this is so good, man. And we top deck exactly what we needed with the mana to cast it off of our treasures. Oh my god. And we have leftover mana for a Witchstalker's Frenzy in a peach. That's something.
No. You must straighten your wrist.
Draw discard. No problem discarding a Mountain. Jam out a Throne. Pass the turn. Fire it. Okay, maybe he's got removal for Breeches. That's okay. I don't know why you didn't do that earlier, mate. Honestly, but cool. Good for you. Good for you for trying something different as well. Big red walkers. I don't presume your win rates have been too high in the current meta. And I wish Jaya was good, but...
Go on. Impress me.
Mm-hmm. Imagine now we just top deck a Cosmium Raider and we managed to pull off the whole combo in 2 games back to back. I'll be sick. Or we can top deck ourselves a lovely little crewmate, Staunch Crewmate. No blocks. You might have something that like buffs the aura, but huh? But when the deck just listens, guys. Double triggers, double card draw. If we don't find our little Cosmium Raider, there we go. Off the first trigger, we're bound to find it off of the second one. I wish we had 4 lands. Woo! I mean, you know, one more treasure, then double, nah, whatever. Ready? Let's go. Let's make this a little bit bigger. That was a bit of a mistake last game, I think. Bam, bam. Fine, kill my Scoundrel. You've obviously got one more removal spell. I'm okay. Okay, that sucks. Poor Scoundrel.
You got?
Off you go, my friend. Off you go. Woo! Easy wins, people. Easy wins. Slicing through Mythic like a hot knife through butter. I just wanted to show you some stats because we've arrived neatly at the 45-minute mark. And, you know, I don't like to just blah, blah. If I can have time at the end of a video, if I remember, because I often forget, to show you guys some actual stats to prove that the deck is not terrible. Okay, I mean, the stats, I should have refreshed it before doing it because it would be a lot higher, the win rate, but that is also because of beg your pardon. Why isn't this working? Because I went through various iterations of the deck. So version 4 has 100% win rate. That's our most recent streak now on the channel. Version 3 has 11 for 8, and that's when things weren't amazing. I was trying out the belligerent and other things. So I think this is the best version yet. Also, kind of put in a little... I think cutting those Restless Spires was a great idea. I kept having these, like, weird, you know, turns where I wasn't able to cast my stuff because of a tap land, so out went the Spire. I think this is what we really need to be looking at, you know, so the last little while. But 16 for 10 is still not terrible. 62% win rate is definitely not terrible. And I'm going to be continuing to make adjustments and, you know, put time with the deck because it's one that I enjoy playing a lot. So I think, you know, I always need to kind of keep some of my brews from a season there in the wings when the season resets and I need to, you know, race to Mythic next month. Then, you know, it's good to have a fun deck that wins well. So I think this is going to be one of those that I'm going to keep for next season. Amazing matches. Had absolute huge amount of fun. Jumping back into the deck with some final thoughts and overall review. You know, were there some pirates that I missed? Nah, not really. I thought about some of the others for sure, but I think they just belong in different decks. I've seen people playing the Tomb Raider because, you know, you play your Siren on 1, makes the map token. Now you've got an artifact in play. That means when you play your Tomb Raider on 2, it gets +1/+0 and haste, so you swing with the pirate and the Siren, you know, I mean the Raider and the Siren. It's a different type of deck. I was going for the more combo-y, weird roaming throne shenanigans. But if you cut the throne, you can go a lot more aggressive. And it's also a fairly good deck. And, you know, what else? That's really it. Like, some of the other pirates just did not look good to me. And then the other things that I was considering was those vehicles. What? Oh, no S. The new ones. There's a couple of good ones, and it was like very thematic. You know, it's pirates, they're on boats, all the new vehicles are boat. The subterranean schooner is an insanely broken card that I'm just holding off because it's like the current, you know, everybody's raving about the schooner. But schooner or later, I'll make a brew out of this one, guys. And it's a doozy. But I thought thematically, you know, it's pirates and they're on their boats. Like, it would have been fun to have a few of these things in here. Like, even the belligerent and the magmatic galleon. Like, this has a fantastic ETB. It makes treasures, which fits the deck. There are, of course, all artifacts, which trigger the captain. You know, I'm going to make, like, a vehicle-focused pirate deck soon. But, yeah, that's it. That's all I have to add. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, most importantly, comment, and please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. And we're climbing steady. I'm very happy, so thank you. And I'll be seeing you all in the next one with another fresh brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.
Woo!